Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I just watched the planning tag that Kelsey from Plus One Please did, the other Kelsey, and it was really fun. And I think these questions are really neat. They're things that I want to talk about anyway, so I'm going to do the planning tag. Question number one: will you find out the gender? Yes, yes, yes. I have to know what my baby is. I can't. I think when people don't find out that it's really neat, but it's not for me. I need to know. I need to plan. So, yes, definitely would find out the gender. Will you use a pacifier? It's kind of just if the baby wants to take a passy or not. The passy is supposed to reduce the risk of SIDS, so that's nice. But and my pediatrician said that not to worry about nipple confusion when it came to nursing. And Jaden didn't start taking a passy until he was almost a month old, and then I made sure he was off of it by a year. That's just a thing. I know different people have different ideas about when you should be off the passy, but to me, he was off of the passy at like 10 months, except for at night, and then a year his passy was gone, thrown away in the trash. And so you will use a pacifier. I'm not adamant either way, so we'll see about that. Do I have any nursery ideas? I want my kids to all have different nurseries. So Jaden had a jungle theme, and it was so cute, and he had a mural painted on his wall of monkeys and giraffes and trees, and it was really cute. With our next baby, if it's a boy, I don't know. I'm really not into light blue for a baby boy. Personally, I don't know. I just don't care for the color light blue that much. I love the color pink. So for a girl, it will definitely be pink, 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 pink. But I know that all of our kids will have their own theme, but I don't know what the themes will be yet. Am I the first, middle, last of friends to TTC? When I got pregnant with Jaden, I was definitely the first of my friends. That we weren't TTC, and that was just an accident. But a good accident, I guess. Now, since I've had Jaden and I've made mommy friends, and they're all older and they have kids and they're married and they're settled down, and they're the same stage of life that I am, then no, I'm one of the youngest to TTC or one of the last to TTC because they all have kids and we're all pregnant with our second or working on our second. So with Jaden, I was the first. With the next child, will be the last. Will you use hand-me-downs? If we have a boy, he will wear all the cute clothes that Jaden wore. I have no problem with hand-me-downs. I think that they're awesome. A lot of Jaden's clothes come from his friends that are, a little bit older than him, that their moms gave me their old kids' clothes. Kids do not wear clothes that long, especially babies. When we're talking about babies, kids, they wear clothes for 2 months. I mean, yes, love hand-me-downs. And also, I love consignment sales. Almost all of Jaden's clothes are either hand-me-downs or from consignment sales, and he's a cute little well-dressed boy, I think, in my opinion. And it's really no point in spending a lot of money on baby and kid clothes that they're going to grow out of super fast. So, yes, hand-me-downs definitely. How close in age would you like your children? I would like them to be about 2.5 years apart, which is why it's time to get started because Jaden is 1.5. And, so about 2.5 years, or 2 to 2.5 years. Me and my sister were 3 years, and that was pretty good. We were pretty close, but I feel like we could have been even closer. And since I did start having kids before I meant to, I was younger, then I want to go ahead and have my kids, and then when they get out of the house, I'll be in my early 40s, and that will be awesome. So I want my kids to be pretty close together, like 2 years. Will you make your own baby food? I did. I made my own baby food with Jaden, and it's super easy, and he liked it. And actually, when I would give him jar food, he didn't want it because he was used to the baby food that I made. So yes, I will again make my own baby food. Will you co-sleep? No. I just think that the babies, at least with Jaden, I guess every baby's different, but Jaden, we co-sleeping was an option, and we put him in a bassinet in our room, and he would not sleep. He just didn't want to sleep in the room with us. And I was just in desperation when I was walking around the house, and I just needed to put him down for a minute. He was crying. He hadn't been asleep at all. I just laid him in his crib, and he went to sleep like that. So he just liked to have his own space. And so I don't think that we would ever co-sleep. That's just how we feel. I'm not adamant about that. Like, if you co-sleep with your kid, I think that's great and wonderful, but I don't think that that's for us. We'll use a stroller, believe in using stroller. We use strollers and baby wear. So, yes, definitely use strollers. We use strollers with Jaden. It would be ridiculous to wear Jaden now, and he's not old enough to walk everywhere. Like, when we go to the zoo, he needs to be in the stroller, because I'm not going to let him walk around the whole zoo, because we will be there all day long. And he weighs like 30 pounds, so I'm not going to wear him. That would break my back. Even though they do make carriers that would support that weight, it would hurt. So, yeah, strollers definitely, and baby wearing, so a combination. When you go back to work or stay at home, I'm a stay-at-home mom now. I sell 31 gifts, and that's how I make a little extra income for my family, and I love it. And I'll keep doing that. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've always been a stay-at-home mom, and it just works out so that I'm able to, and I'm really grateful for it, because it's awesome. I love being here for all my child's milestones, for all the cute things that he says and does, and so we'll be a stay-at-home mom. After newborn or infant phase, how long will you let your child cry before going to them? 10 minutes. I can't. I know that there are different theories about how long you let children cry, but my rule has always been 10 minutes. I want to cry when I'm hearing Jaden cry. I want to cry. So it gets to a point where, like, if you're ever going to sleep, you need to let them cry some amount. At least it was for Jaden, but we would let him cry 10 minutes and then go comfort him, and let him cry 10 minutes and then go comfort him. And it works. And by 10 minutes is a long time when you're listening to a child cry, and they probably will work it out in 10 minutes. And if they don't, then I feel like they need you to comfort them. So 10 minutes. How often will you bathe your child? When the child's a newborn baby, like twice a week maybe. I think that's about the frequency we will bathe Jaden. But now that he's an active toddler and everything, he gets a bath every night, because he is dirty every night. Will you do extended rear facing car seat? We did a little bit extended with Jaden, a little bit over a year, and I would keep doing it. I would do it until he was too big for the car seat, but my husband is like, he really needs to see where we're going. He's old enough and he weighs enough, and I don't know why that was important to him. I really don't, but he really wanted Jaden to face forward, and so at about 15 months, Jaden started facing forward, and I guess it would be about the same with the next kid. With me, I would do rear facing until they exceeded the weight limit. Will you breastfeed? If so, how long? Yes. With Jaden, I tried to breastfeed, and he was eating all the time. I mean, he was 10 pounds, 10 ounces when he was born. He was a really big boy. He was really hungry. So my doctor told me to supplement, with an ounce of formula to cap off every feeding, and he got that ounce of formula, and he would not breastfeed anymore. He wanted the bottle. So I feel like I should have pushed through. Now that I look back, like, I should have worked harder. I should have tried harder to keep breastfeeding, but it just didn't work out. With the next baby, I really wanted to work out, and I want to do it the whole first year. So hopefully, when will you introduce solids or baby food? Between 4 to 6 months, depending on when my child shows readiness signs. Jaden showed readiness signs at about 4.5, 5 months, and so that's when he started solid food. So whenever my baby tells me that they're ready, but not before 4 months. Do you want a boy or a girl first? Well, we had a boy first, so I don't think that question applies to us. Do you have names picked out? We do. We have names picked out. Boy names and girl names for our future children, and I will let you know those when the time comes.